Hey everyone, Off the Mic Sports Network here with a very quick World Series preview. The World Series about to begin. Dodgers, Yankees. Listen, I know a lot of people are going to be rubbed the wrong way in this series because of the payrolls and the markets of these two teams, number one, number two. But this is a dream matchup in every sense of the word. The star power on both sides, the history between these two franchises, the stories of that the Dodgers have won one World Series since 1988. Some people don't count it, with it being the COVID season. The Yankees in their first World Series in 15 years. They're the most storied franchise, not just in baseball, in all of sports. But then you got Stanton, Judge, Soto on the Yankee side. You've got Ohtani, you've got Betts, you've got Freeman on the side for the Dodgers. It's just the star power is all over the place. Then you've got the SoCal ties, a little bit for me being a Pac-12 guy who covered it. Aaron Boone being a USC guy, and Dave Roberts being a UCLA guy. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, is a USC guy. There's just so much. Giancarlo Stanton grew up here in Southern California. I think he went to Notre Dame High School. It's just the storylines in this series are endless, and this is going to probably be one of the better World Series in terms of ratings and in terms of drama, because these are the two teams that have been the best teams in baseball all year. They've dominated in terms of power. The bullpens have been great. It's going to be interesting with Garrett Cole, UCLA guy, more Southern California ties. He's probably the best starting pitcher in this series, to see how deep he can go in a game. The Dodgers don't necessarily have immensely, they don't have Clayton Kershaw, who has struggled in the postseason, but they're going to rely on guys like Jack Flaherty, Yamamoto, and they're going to potentially be relying heavily on their bullpen to win this series. But I do need to address something that was really interesting to me. MLB did a rankings of the top 20 players in this series, and Shohei Ohtani was not number one. And it wasn't Aaron Judge, which I would have understood because Aaron Judge is going to win. It was Juan Soto. And I'm not trying to discredit Juan Soto because it's amazing how good he is at 25 years old. He's already won a world championship with the Nationals. But come on. Shohei Ohtani just did something downright historic this season. 50-50. Made his own club that people were going to have to work their way into. We haven't seen somebody create their own club in baseball in God knows how long. So I understand this whole thing with Soto being a younger guy and being so powerful and being such a great hitter at his young age. But come on, he's not the best player in this series. And even if Judge would have been ranked one, I would have had a problem with it. Shohei Ohtani, by a bigger margin that people want to credit, is the best player in this series. And the key to this series for the Yankees is how much can they get Shohei Ohtani out? Because Shohei Ohtani is going to be leading off games for the Dodgers. And there's a reason for that. The reason is Dave Roberts wants to give the best player in baseball as many at-bats as humanly possible. So how many ever times the Yankees can get him out is going to be key, especially with men on base, because he is historically great. I think he's only been recorded out the last four of his last, I think, 25 or something like that. It's something crazy. I forgot the number, but I heard it the other day. I was like, oh my goodness. And then Mookie Betts has been rolling. Freddie Freeman, his health is going to be interesting, but for the Dodgers, it's going to be really about, can they, minimize damage from those Yankees middle hitters in Soto, Judge, and Stanton, because my Cleveland Guardians couldn't do it, and that was a huge issue. So this is going to be a great series. I'm really looking forward to it. The added element now emotionally for the Dodgers, Fernando Valenzuela passed away a couple days ago. His 64th birthday would be the day of Game 6 of the World Series, which would be November 1, for a week from today, actually. And because I'm recording this before Game 1 on Friday, October the 25th. So that being said, I think the Dodgers are the better team. They've been the better team record-wise. Yes, there are some issues in terms of starting pitching that maybe the Yankees, but I think the Dodgers offense has just been rolling. They've been steamrolling people. And this just feels like a different Dodger team that feels like they were down against San Diego in the division series, and that would have been a series a couple years ago. The Dodgers would have folded and they would have been done. The Mets win a game in Dodger Stadium, and then the Dodgers came back and won 2 of the next 3 and ended up winning the series in 6 games. I think this Dodgers team is different. Their bullpen has been really rock solid. The Yankees, outside of a couple of guys, don't have experience in the World Series, so the Dodgers have an experience edge as well, which is a big deal in this series. But seeing this stage for some of the best players in baseball is going to be really awesome to watch. I have got the Dodgers winning this series in 6 games. I would not be surprised to see it go 7, but I think the emotional element, if this gets to game 6 and the Dodgers have a chance to close it out, they're going to want to win it for Fernando, who was employed by the team. He was their Spanish language announcer, one of the greatest pitchers ever, one of the best pitchers in Dodgers history. That would be an iconic moment if they could close this thing in 6 games in Dodger Stadium on Fernando Valenzuela's 64th birthday, just about 10 days after he passed away. That would be just an emotionally epic baseball moment that I think would be really good for the sport, and it would be just amazing for the Dodgers organization to win their first world championship in a full season since before I was born, 1988. So that's crazy. So anyway, that is my World Series preview. We'll try to have some breakdowns of some of these World Series games as we can on the channel. I know there's a lot of Dodger fans on here who may want to see it just on the internet in general, want to see breakdowns of this type of stuff. But that'll be exciting. We're doing a lot of great stuff here on the Off the Mic Sports Network, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're into this type of content. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye.